Alright, so what's going on, guys? My name's Chopper, and today's video is going to be the Ascension Easter egg tutorial that you can get done with your team. Now, unfortunately, you cannot do this one solo. There is a minimum requirement of 4 players, so keep that in mind. Make sure you do have a full team before you even attempt this Easter egg. But this is going to be a full guide showing you every single step in depth, and it's a very easy Easter egg to run as long as you know what you're doing and you kind of got it down. Now, if you guys do end up enjoying this video, or if this guide helps you out at all, make sure you do leave a like right now. It'd be very, very much appreciated. We're going to aim for 115 likes on this guide, and that'd be absolutely awesome. So there's going to be 2 gobblegum that I recommend you have for this Easter egg, and number 1 is going to be the Fire Sale gobblegum, or the Immolation Liquidation, and also the brand new one that came with Chronicles called Idolize. So if you have 2 of those, or if one of your teammates has them, make sure you put them on for this thing. But what you're going to do is, as early as you can, start spinning the box for a couple sets of different weapons and equipment. So I'm going to go ahead and break this down so everybody knows what they need. You're going to need 2 players with a ray gun. Either the Mark 1 or Mark 2 will work, but 2 players need to have a ray gun. 1 player needs to have a thunder gun, and then also 1 player with Gersh devices, and then 1 player with the Matryoshka. And also, it wouldn't hurt if the 4th player had like maybe an XM53 or some kind of L4 Siege or just something along those lines, a type of explosive. But once you have all those pieces of equipment, you're good to go with the next step, and you can begin this. So to begin the first step, either you or one of your players in your game who has Gersh devices need to come over to the edge of the map right here, kind of by the Widow's Wine machine. And what you're going to do is you're going to see a generator outside the map kind of sparking and stuff like that. And you want to take your Gersh device and throw it straight at the generator. If you throw it too short like just was in this gameplay, just throw it a little farther. It pretty much needs to be directly on the thing. But when you throw your Gersh device at that generator, it should suck it up, and then you'll get a quote from Gersh talking about nodes that you need to activate. And that's how you know you've done that step correctly, and you can go ahead and move on with the second one. The next step is super simple. You just want to come over to the Lunar Lander by Stamina Up, and there's going to be a computer right here that's staticking. Go up to it and hold square, and the Illuminati triangle will appear, and that's, you know, you've done that step correctly, and node 2 will be activated. Simple as that, and you can move on to your next one. So to do the next step, you're going to wait for it to be a monkey round, and this can only be done on a monkey round, so keep that in mind. But there's going to be a button that comes up on each one of the perks. So there's going to be one at Juggernog, one at Widow's Wine, one at Stamina Up, and one at Speed Cola, and these will pop out of the wall. As you can see in my gameplay, I'm just going to quickly go back over to mine, make sure that all of my teammates are lined up at theirs, but you need to post up at each one of the 4 perks with 1 person, and when you see these buttons on the wall, when everybody has located theirs, what you're going to do is press them at the same time. But it's probably helpful to mention to you guys that getting the timing on this is very, very tricky, so a better strategy, and what I recommend you guys do, is when it's time, everybody don't like line them up and say 3, 2, 1, go, but everybody just strictly mash their button to go ahead and press it, whether it's square on for PlayStation or X on Xbox. You just need to absolutely spam your buttons until they go into the wall, because the timing is like so down to the wire that you never know if you're going to get it or not. So it's better if everybody just keeps pressing them until the buttons go in. Assuming you've done that correctly and your button goes back into the wall, you should get a quote from Gersh, and then you can move on to the next step. And this one is where I recommend you get the gobblegum called Idolize. Either use that, maybe use Fear and Headlights, but just something that'll slow down the zombies and keep them away from you for a good while, because what you have to do is stand on a certain plate that's right under the pack-punch machine, or where the rocket launches off at. All players have to be standing on it for a solid 2 minutes. Come over towards the pack-a-punch and right where the rocket launches off at, and then when you have all 4 players standing on, you're going to see that clock over there on the right, kind of by the gobblegum machine, and it's going to start spinning, but only if and when every single player is standing on the pad. And you have to wait here for 2 minutes. It's going to make 1 rotation around, but the clock moves really, really slowly, so you do have to watch out for that. But this is where I recommend either you get Idolized, and it'll make the zombies ignore all players for a good, I think, 30 seconds each for activation, and Fear and Headlights works great as well. Whatever you got to do just to buy yourself time. As you can see, once all players are standing, the clock is going to start spinning, but you need to wait here for 2 minutes. And either you can kill the zombies, you can pass rounds, you can hold them. As you can see right here, we pop Idolize, but you just wait until the clock goes all the way around 1 time. When the time is up, a nuke will go off, ending the round, and then you are almost done with this Easter egg. You have 1 final step to go. Once again, you'll get another quote from Gersh, and he'll end that sentence by saying the word Luna. So at this point, you need to spell the word Luna with letters that are in the sky, and you gather these on the Lunar Landers, and there's a specific order that you need to ride these in to collect all the letters. Now, there's a total of 12 in the sky, but you only need 4 of them. I'll show you guys the direct route just to take, and I'll show you how to do this step correctly. So in order to get the first letter, be on the Lunar Lander at spawn, and have one of your teammates call you over to the one at Stamina Up. Have them call the lander over there, and you'll see this letter in the sky. Pick it up, and then you should be holding the L. So to get the second letter, once you're the one at Stamina Up, have your friend call you back over to spawn. Don't like pay to get it. Have your friend call you over, and then the U should be up in the sky. You can go and pick that one up, and then you are 2 letters out of 4, and you're almost done. Next up, have your friend call you from spawn over to the Speed Cola Lunar Lander, and then that should give you the N. I actually didn't really show it in this gameplay too much because I wasn't really like paying attention looking for it, but you do pick it up, that will be your N, and then you can pick up your last letter, and then Gersh should spawn after that. Lastly, have your teammate call you from the Speed Cola Lunar Lander over to the one where you started over at Stamina Up, and then once you're in the air, you should be able to grab the A, and then once you have all 4 letters, the last node will light up on the rocket that's kind of been crashed into the area there, and then Gersh should spawn on the ground. If you've done this step incorrectly, you'll know, because if you walk over towards this parking lot or like this kind of flat area, Gersh will not be spawned in. But this is, assuming you've done it correctly, this is what it should look like. You'll see this white wisp on the ground, which is in fact Dr. Gersh, and then this is where the last step is, where you need all of that equipment, such as the ray guns and the explosives that you got in the beginning of the game. So at this point, this is where you and your teammates need to get all that stuff upgraded. So make sure at the minimum requirement, bare minimum, you have 2 pack-a-punched ray guns, 1 pack-a-punched thunder gun, or also known as the Zeus cannon, maybe an XM53 or an L4 Siege just to be safe. One person needs to have Gersh devices, and also somebody else should have Matryoshka dolls as well. But once you have all that stuff, what you're going to do is, as soon as you guys call like 3, 2, 1, go, somebody's going to throw their Gersh device right on top of the wisp, and you guys are going to absolutely light up that wisp on the ground, or Dr. Gersh. So absolutely spray it with your ray gun, spray it with your thunder gun, whatever you gotta do. We're absolutely just laying into him, and you guys want to make sure that you keep shooting him until the Gersh effect goes away, and assuming you've done it correctly, you'll see that wisp fly up into the air, and then you will release Dr. Gersh and free him. You'll be rewarded with a 90-second death machine, and you will also get your free Perkaholic as well. So it's a pretty cool reward. There's no boss fight or anything like this to Ascension. This is literally the entirety of the Easter egg, and you have completed it. And also, unfortunately, for PlayStation, there's no trophy for this. You only get a trophy, I believe, one in Ascension. I think it's the chimp on the Barbie one. I don't remember how you get it, but there's no Easter egg trophy that you get for this, but you can do it if you want to. And then right here, you'll see the colors start to change, and Samantha will get mad, and that's how you know you've actually completed this Easter egg once and for all. So there you go, guys. That is the Ascension Easter egg tutorial. If you did enjoy this, make sure to drop a like right now on the video. It'd be very much appreciated. And also hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel and you enjoy this kind of content, because I bring you guys this stuff every single day. It'd be absolutely very much appreciated. So anyway, guys, that's gonna be it. Thank you all for watching. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you all on the next video.